Jesus freak here in this not exactly a situation I like getting into, but every once in a while I get in a quandary where I feel like I'm being forced to violate my moral standards. And I guess this might sound a little like I'm overblowing things. When I'm with someone who expects me to interact with them as peers. He's my dad's age and he's a retired minister. I don't consider it proper to interact with him as a peer. And he gets mad because I'm submissive and because I leave everything up to him and won't make up my mind because I say, it's not my place to make decisions because you're the superior and I don't want to overstep my role because I believe that to interact with him as a mere equal to me would fall afoul of several verses in both Testaments where we're expected to defer to our elders, not just, respect them, but to defer to them. Verses like, for example, 1 Peter 5:5 says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. And, sure, he's saying, everyone should submit to each other, but he makes a point in saying, you're not on the same level. Don't get too big for your britches. And him being a retired man of the cloth itself, and I'm sure might gall people that, I don't treat them as equals because I don't see them as equals. I see them as superior and I treat them accordingly because I believe that's what Scripture demands. Now, Paul, he was dealing with a priest that he didn't really have any respect for, and he said, if I had known he was a priest, I wouldn't have called him a whitewashed wall. Because the Scripture says not to talk back against the ruler of the people. That's referring to Acts 23:5. Like, it doesn't matter. They're in the higher position. And I feel that, if I'm caught in a conundrum where I have to, where they want me to treat them as equal, and I believe it's immoral for me to do so, the question becomes, do I offend them or do I offend God? And I'd rather offend them personally than offend God. And it puts me in a situation but it's a sort of priority ranking. And it's like he says, oh, you're a grown man. You don't have to act like a kid. And I'm not. It's not me being a kid. It's just this is my moral standard. This is what I believe is dictated of me by Scripture. And there are several verses that dictate this of me. I'm like, you used to be a minister, you should know these things. But I can't say that. I just have to hold my standards even if someone wants me to relax them. Because these are God's standards I'm trying to hold to here. Jesus freak out.